It's already on the edge of the table, so
The microphone is on the edge already.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hello, people. Did you miss us? Did you watch the last video? Christy watched the video and she thinks that this video is the best ever. Then Eddie watched the video and he liked it as well because, well, he was featured in this video. So, do you like you person watching us on Twitch, on YouTube, do you think that we're getting better? There are comments. I know the button. Down below, there's a comment section.
No, there's Anna. She said hi. And I'm saying hey to her. Yeah, because your intro was already boring and your gypsy-like movements was scaring me. So yeah, let's go.
It's not a movement, that's a dance. We call it a dancing. I have music in my head and I dance.
Yes, Tectonic. That's like your stuff, I guess. You're old.
So get a TikTok.
In my childhood, like these Tectonic, well, it's mostly bots, right? They were like on the streets, and I was a kid at the time, and it was like, I know, it was a super cool vibe. I don't remember it. We are to discuss today few things. Few very funny and very important things: social media management and startup visas.
Yes, it sounds very
funny,
serious.
Very funny thing.
Yes, but
and emails.
Every time when I get on in serious topic, it becomes hilarious. So yes.
Do you want to start from the very serious topic of filling business documents or startup visa?
No, okay, you can like give a brief introduction what's going on, and I'm gonna share my experience communicating with the with our Paulus, the startup visa guy.
So what's going on is that we are right now in different places. So Lera, she's in Minsk right now. Karina, she's in Barcelona right now. This creepy dude is in Stockholm right now. And which means that we can form our company wherever we want for many reasons. So we applied, we looked into different startup visa programs and non-startup, but like just thing is like where to apply, where to reside. Like, and we picked a few countries, and Lithuania was one of them, and we applied. And look, see the link up, and there will be a link down below where we link to the video where we discuss exactly why we picked Lithuania. The short story is that, well, Karina is smart. She just replied and like with many smart questions, and she was done.
Just like, okay, I can tell. So we decided, Karina wrote like a big message where she asked her own questions. And I decided like, okay, I'm gonna write separately because we have a little bit different situations. So like we will have different branches of those dialects. Very smart. I'm thinking, I'm not stupid. I'm gonna write on my notes, and then I'm gonna send it. So smart again. Because like I don't wanna fail. So I'm like, wrote, then I'm going to Gmail, opening the mail, like I'm writing, hello, it's Valeria. And I'm going to my notes back. I'm like opening, copying, I was about to pass them. I don't know what's happening then. And I'm sending this letter. It's just like nothing. Hello, it's Valeria. I don't know, like imagine you're a super cool guy and you're super important and you got a message like, hello, I'm Valeria. And that's it. And you're supposed to guess what this chick wants from you.
The other part of the story was that you came to the chat and ranted that, oh, look, I'm writing that I'm Valeria. Maybe Lithuanian people will not understand that Valeria and Lera is the same thing, since on the interview you introduced yourself as Lera and your Lithuanian friends didn't like, and you thought about that and probably returned to the Gmail instance and just sent it.
Well, and since I mentioned you as Lera, maybe he thought that you're like correcting me, saying that I'm Valeria, I'm not Lera.
So yeah,
could be the case.
It's not the end of the story. So basically, I like, oh my god, what to do? And I'm like, I cannot edit the letter. That I figured out it like later on. So I decided to delete it. I'm not sure if
it's the first are introduced to email.
You deleted from the internet?
Once you have sent the email, you cannot edit that. You have this, like, it's like Twitter. You cannot edit your own tweets. So last stage. So boomer. Did you reply like, okay, boomer, to your own email?
So yes, I don't know, I deleted it immediately. I'm not sure if it stands or not. I hope for some reason that like there is some problems in the internet, and so I decided to write second one. And I'm like super anxious. I'm super stressed out about this, and I decided to write straight away in the Gmail. And I'm writing like, bonus, thank you. Writing my stupid questions, and that's it. I'm not saying thank you in the end, or like I'm not saying with this, like nothing more. And I'm sending this, and that's it. And I guess I'm not getting European Union visas because like they're gonna think that I'm too stupid. And, like I don't know. I feel so dumb because of this. I don't know.
And I feel so good because I highlighted Enterprise Lithuania account who manages like 30 visas and trolled you more on Twitter. And
yes, because I posted this story in Twitter, and like I'm like, anyway, no one is reading my Twitter, so whatever. And then he's highlighting me, and I'm like, oh, I'm already feeling shame.
Yes, I'm so proud about myself.
And like I remembered in our previous show we've been talking about some post, and that someone wrote down below the comments that Zoomers need to learn how to write few sentences in Gmail before, and I'm like, yes, okay, I understand. I feel so stupid right now. I had one job to ask 2 questions, and I failed it 2 times.
Okay. Do you need help? Like when young people tell other young people, like explain things to other young people, they do TikToks or they do YouTube videos. So how do boomers explain how to use email to Zoomers?
When you mentioned email coaching, I imagined, a bunch of grandmas, and there is a coach who teach them how to write emails. And right now I can imagine a bunch of Zoomers, and there is a coach our age who is teaching them how to use emails.
No, it's supposed to be boomer because they are like, they're gonna, and right now you're like writing thank you in the end. So I'm going to my social media, checking what's going on there, and I see Olle is already posting some shit, and I'm like skipping it over and over again, and I see how ugly it is. It's like a lot of like hashtags for no reason. He's like mentioning a lot of random people, and I'm like, we need to do something with it because it's terrible. No one gonna buy stuff that we are doing, and I'm coming to the chat with this.
Zoomer vibes. Oh shit! What will do shit? Nobody gonna want that. Yeah, I mean, Zoomers don't have money to buy stuff from us. Obviously, they won't buy stuff from us. It doesn't matter what we do. It matters if they have money.
But by the time they will have money, it will be too late, right? You have to engage with them right now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
I mean, I guess it was annoying not only for Zoomers or someone. It was annoying for everyone because it looked like a spam. I don't know. For me, it looked like a spam.
Yeah, I'm showing it right now for I from our the relevance Facebook page.
Well, then
no, show yours.
Lera, tell how we started then discussing how the social media works in general and how people are reacting to different posts.
Oh no,
do you want to share that?
You tell.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing was that it all ended up us 3 discussing in our chat how people react to different posts and how they react to posts with pictures and cats and dogs and whatever, babies. And then we kind of decided to, we took 2 decisions, right? The first you guys will reveal later, but then the second one probably I took to myself. And I decided to try out this strategy when you just share some silly and stupid stuff. And I tried that yesterday. So I shared basically a couple of sentences in Russian on my Facebook because most of my friends on Facebook are Russians, and then because Russians and Russian-speaking people, they use Facebook as LinkedIn. And I'm surprised we didn't do LinkedIn joke, but it's okay. So and then I shared a couple of sentences how, pretty much it was very silly about how me dropping the chocolate candy before the training, whatever. And then people started discussing that apparently, and everybody are engaging,
Yeah, I was so surprised that like so many people got engaged in this. I'm like, What? What?
Right. And people are referring to their stories, they're sharing something. I don't know, they just feeling sad about me dropping that candy, whatever, and then asking questions and giving some suggestions, and then there is a dialogue, right? And then before I was actually sharing my post the same way as Ollie did with links, like trying to make that smart post, and nobody commented. Nobody wants that. And yeah, the
Despite you're
conclusions.
doing this into languages and like putting lots of stuff into it. Like for example, right now I'm showing you, and like you even embedded like native platform videos so that Facebook is happy, right? So for example, I'm showing right now the post about Jennifer. It's a native video. It's like two languages, English and Russian, or Russian and English. And then yeah, like white comment and 12-ish likes, and that is it. And then link to YouTube.
And
Or
then if
yeah,
I'm not doing two languages, then people won't read it anyway. So it's better to do two languages, Russian and English. If I'm doing only Russian, then some of the English people, English speaking people, they will ask why it's Russian only, why people only use Russian on Facebook. They get annoyed, right? Especially if it's work related. And then if it's English, then nobody reads it. I don't know. This is how it works. And yeah, so this all is pretty silly. And I'm not even mentioning the post where you just post a picture and write, I don't know, one word. And then apparently everybody liked that. And
Yeah,
Facebook
I
likes
don't
to
know.
show posts like this.
Facebook is like pretty crazy about this. So yeah, we decided to make an experiment with Ole about this stuff with Facebook here.
Yeah, go ahead and tell that story.
before we tell that, let me put in a bit of context. And again, stop me at any moment you feel I'm boring, as I am
Okay,
totally
we're
will.
stopping.
When started being boring, or like did did I stop being boring?
Okay, go now.
By nature of our job, it makes sense. No, cut. This is like it's like how to be boring in 3 seconds. Doing free classes on where on Facebook Live, I guess. And we do this experiment and we figure out what works, what doesn't. And
Can
that's
you imagine how desperate we are? We even applied for LinkedIn streaming. Well, I'm
we
kidding.
no, I mean like that's what people buy and that's what people value us for. Like we're not just video production company. We'll not, oh look, we're so good with
Yes,
Premiere. We
okay,
have two
go.
cameras.
Yes, so
Sorry.
we decided to change our accounts with me and the leg, and to see how what gonna happen. I gonna post in his feed some Zoomer stuff, and he gonna post in my feed like I don't know some boring stuff. And
I
yeah, we
mean
get
about GPUs, about silicon logistics, about external GPU casings. It's not the boring stuff. That's what everybody cares about.
anyone from my friends like in Facebook, like who barely speaks English, only like I don't know some Asian language mostly.
Yes, silicon logistics and
And they're like
GPU cases.
GPU. They cannot
Yes,
pronounce P normally and G.
I will help. I will do a live streaming on YouTube, on your YouTube channel. Oh, no,
LinkedIn.
on your YouTube channel of how to pronounce P and what are GPU casings, and this will be so fun. Are we sharing our Facebook
Make it
links?
in the webinar form, please,
Webinar, yes, webinar
so that
about.
everybody enjoy.
Yes, and also like don't forget to ask questions like, "Do you see me? Do you hear me?
Yes.
Can
We're
you see my
here."
screen? Can you see my screen?
Make sure to
You're
prepare
muted.
slides, and then you
Yes,
will be
slides.
presented as a little guy in the corner of the screen.
Maybe like even delete yourself from the presentation. Just ugly presentation with yeah, and ugly borders all around with some logos. Oh, we don't even need logos, just ugly border. That's enough.
Your Mr. Waffle presentation, I cut it. And I found myself referring to it so often to different people that I
By
cut it
Mr.
like
Lemon?
it's. Yes, did I say Mr. Waffle? Did I troll Mr. Waffle for no reason? Mr. Waffle, if you're watching this Twitch, I'm sorry, I meant Mr. Lemon. There are a lot
Yeah.
of Misters in our community.
Mr. Waffle.
I was about
Mr.
to
Waffle.
ask, was there a presentation by Mr. Waffle really about KGB or what?
Yeah, like, did I miss something or like?
Yeah.
If you're
Mr.
watching
Waffle.
us and are missing the joke, join our Discord.
Yeah.
And that's Lyra's Friday call. That's
Yeah.
where the AGB
Avocado
jokes
calls.
come from.
Yes. Avocado calls, the super call.
Can we talk about one more thing about our Facebook accounts being not really private? Like myself, as a public person, I haven't had a public or like private Facebook account for a while. I mean, like there is my name, but I don't I haven't been posting about anything private for 7-8 years because that's
I'm not
what
posting
evangelists
on
do.
Facebook also, like anything.
Why? You don't feel safe, or
I
why?
don't know, like, because then my mama's gonna like put the likes and comments, how beautiful am I, and so on and so on, and I feel,
I
you
know. I like when my mom tells I'm beautiful on Facebook.
because she doesn't tell.
She does. She does.
I never saw it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't feel kind of like, why would I post in Facebook? Because there's like old people only there. Why would I share something with old people? And like in Instagram, there are only my friends, and like I'd rather post in Instagram something cool.
Yeah, but even Instagram, I'm showing my Facebook right now. It's like it's super ugly. Exactly how you explained, like right, like some hashtags, some like links. It looks like a marketing page. And even if we scroll down like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever the number is after 6, it's still like this marketing thingy because that has been my job for the last 12 years to talk about
So
stuff.
yeah, and your friends got annoyed by you so much, so probably they just like consider your post as spam.
You consider your Facebook fatigue, whatever
Yeah.
that means. They
and
got
Instagram
that from
fatigue
you.
and LinkedIn. Can you have a LinkedIn fatigue?
LinkedIn is a whole fatigue stuff. Actually, nobody really reacts on anything posted on LinkedIn because you can't make silly posts on LinkedIn. If you
Why?
do that, then you get trolled immediately. There will be a bunch of
LinkedIn
people
is not
saying,
the
"This
place.
is
Go to
LinkedIn."
Facebook.
Ah, okay. Well, thanks God, I have only like 12 connections there, so no one gonna tell me what to do.
Right.
You already have 12 connections. That's
I
great.
have
Doing
Mr.
some
Waffle
progress.
in LinkedIn connection. Yes. I also wanted to tell about Eddie, how I went to his community. Or you was about to make some boring introduction to this topic.
You get trolled by one of the boats.
Yeah, actually, like how I felt, it's like also pretty funny. So I came to his community. I was wondering what's going on there, and there's like some person welcoming me, like asking, so what technologies do I use, and so on and so on. And I'm saying like, oh, I don't use any. I'm just an artist, and I came here just to see how Eddie manages his community. And then there's like huge alert popping out that like you used forbidden word and so on and so on. And I'm like, so stressed out. The first thought that came to my mind that the artist is the forbidden word, because I'm like, imagine that like a lot of tech people are sitting there like, oh my god, there is a spy, kick her off. And so on and so on. And I got so scared, like, oh my god, what are you supposed to do? But then like I read that you cannot use pronounce he's and so on and so on. And I was like, okay, whew, at least artists can be there. Actually, like, it's very nice how he manages, like, I don't know, 700 people or something, or 800 people, because it, like, looks pretty clean there. When, for example, you showed me other Discord community where it's, like, around thousands of people, that's such a mess. And, like, I'm like, oh my god, that's so crazy. And I think I don't want that our community would turn out like this.
Yeah, and that's actually an interesting thing to talk about. Since when we were starting in summer, we had a different business model, and we thought like, okay, we have to grow our community, we have to grow our YouTube, we have to grow something, until we pivoted to the service model that we do stuff for money and not for dopamine. And we don't need bigger communities, or we didn't. But now YouTube has some things that are available only after you have 1,000 subscribers. And now we have to have 1,000 subs on YouTube. So if you're watching us, please like,
Please
start
subscribe.
up, bell, whatever button.
Hit the bell, press subscribe, and like our video.
And maybe we can tell a little bit about Instagram and how it's all going there.
It's very interesting that the most popular and liked video is video of me inviting for Michal.
Yes, exactly. And I was about to mention that.
Like this one. What?
When Lera
Where's only me, yes.
recorded herself inviting people to join Michal. Us interviewing Michal.
Like right under Mr. Lemon.
Yeah, because remember when I asked you to do the same invitation for Ben, and you said, "Okay, you try it, and if it won't work, then I will be the one recording." So it didn't work, Lera. Apparently, you are getting
actually,
more likes there, and
yours also is like in like pretty. It's somewhere like in top 3 or something. Videos also.
No, you will be the next one inviting.
I'm fine like inviting
people for the next guest. So
yeah, at least not Oleg, because like he probably scares the people.
Yes, both in real life and in the video. It's so fun. Probably not good for getting likes or followers, but for other reasons, it's quite fun. I just leave and people run away from me. I just exist.
So yeah.
Do you want to tell about 4 formats of video on Instagram?
Well, we realized that IGTV is not a good thing here in Instagram. No one is watching this. And I totally agree with this, because like to watch something short, I'm fine. But watch IGTV, how long it is, I don't care. I don't want to do that.
And then stories for us working worse than if we post something in the feed and our feed is only videos. Well, just a couple of pictures.
I guess maybe we need to change something about our stories, not reposting like the same stuff that like we are posting, but maybe something else. But I'm not sure what. I didn't think about. I mean, I'm not sure what to post there yet.
Yeah, let's think about that. Maybe we will do some
swap Instagrams. We will swap Instagrams.
No, I'm not gonna give you my Instagram. I like it.
I will post GPU to your Instagram.
No. And I'm gonna post my cat.
We actually have a lot of artists in Gamedev among our subscribers.
Yeah.
So maybe Lera, you can make some, I don't know,
art?
something, some type of content that artists will enjoy there.
Art.
Yeah.
That's a no
more
joke.
Stuff about Mr. Lemon. But Mr. Lemon wasn't that popular on Instagram. It was more popular.
It was hated by everyone.
No, I don't know why.
Because the first thing that you see is like ugly presentation with Mr. Lemon, and that's it.
And Eddie's comment.
Instagram likes faces. Let's just say it.
Yes.
There is a face of the lemon.
Well, yeah, but Lemon is not real, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to tell you, but he's not real. He doesn't
Unlike Mr. Waffle.
Yeah, Mr. Waffle actually exists. Yeah, it's like this. The whole episode is about Mr. Waffle. Should I put like Mr. Waffle on the cover on
title? Yes.
Can you paint? Can you draw Mr. Waffle?
Can I draw Mr. Waffle?
Yeah.
Will he pay for me for that?
Let's see in the comments. Down below.
It's down below, yes.
It obviously hit my microphone. I remembered one more thing I can tell. The Cyberpunk. Lithuanian Cyberpunk.
Oh, yes.
There is an NFC chip in the ID, and the phone downloads my mug face from my ID. Yes, like that ID that I show when I'm buying booze in alcohol store. They get the picture that is stored in my ID via NFC chip. And then my phone screen starts blinking, and they scan my face, and they compare it to the photo stored in my ID, and I'm like, oh shit, this is Cyberpunk. Like, I mean, this is Cyberpunk released a few days before it's actually released. And I know I was so impressed. And again, I called the generic phone number. It wasn't a specially trained lady on the other part of the wire. Wire, yes, wire, obviously. I just called a generic number and she told me what to do and she guided me through the whole process. And there's like the voice in my head telling me what to do. This, I know, I was just so impressed. And yeah, right now I can do everything remotely and I don't need like to be present in Lithuania to open up a company, manage bank accounts, do corporate stuff. And it's just so fun.
Maybe you were talking to a robot, actually. Have you ever considered that? Maybe you were not
Yes.
talking to a live person.
No, no,
Probably.
no. She was alive. She introduced herself.
How do you know? How do you know? Because right now they're doing like a really great job
Because I
on
struggled with
business.
things. Because I struggled, and because she asked me to read what I see on the screen, and because
Maybe
first, like
she
for the
passed
first
Turing test.
few seconds, she wasn't really sure of what I want to do because there are two levels of whatever this approval process, and she had to figure out what do I actually want to do? Do you have a bank account? And like, am I registered? Can I authorize? And then I authorize myself. It's like a super peculiar. Like normal human being cannot pass this test. So that's why I'm so impressed. I just felt that I don't know. I
Well, and
felt
I'm
inside
still
my heart.
impressed that Lithuanians are proud more of their beer than of these things.
I
They
mean,
say
they
like we
have
have such good
buckwheat porter.
internet and such good beer. We are so cool, but they have cyberpunk in their country, and they're like, ah, yeah, this is whatever. It's like this is boring, but
Okay, you
beer
asked for it. You asked for it.
for what? For beer.
Yes. Look, like you open up, it's humble IPA. This is a smoked beer. This is the as you can read, oatmeal stout, English porter, and like this called Good Evening.
Oh, this
And yeah, like the other side with IPA, and it's just like they do all kind of stuff, and they have cannabis beer and like all these names like buckwheat porter. I'm looking at buckwheat porter. Yes, I want buckwheat porter, and it's called Grikis from the word buckwheat in Lithuanian. And like
He's so
what you
happy
see,
about it. I've never seen him so happy about something as he's talking about
About
beer.
OBS.
Yeah, so
Or-
basically, okay, he's Lithuanian. He passed the test.
I went to a Viking museum here in Sweden, and there is like a map. Why did Vikings sail for what? And they even Vikings sailed to Lithuania for beer. So see, it works.
Well,
Well, now I feel like when I've been to Vilnius, I missed the best part. I've never tried Vilnius Lithuanian beer.
what? You missed a lot, actually.
Hmm.
Yes.
But I've tried the beer in
So
Belarus.
if I will get a visa, if they will not think that I'm dumb, fuck, and they will give me a visa, then we can go and check the beer there.
During our Christmas party in Vilnius, huh?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that is something I've tried. That's a good one.
That's Lithuanian Parmigiano.
Parmigiano.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very good.
And they have cakes, like cheesecakes with actual cheese. And yeah,
That's why I'm
this
coming.
Parmigiano is actually very good. Um, I want to drop everything and just like travel there immediately and instantly. About cheese. Yes, about cheese. Yes, that's how it looks.
Yes, I've been to this place and I've
So
tried those
this side,
things.
that's cheeses, and they're like old, 48 months. As old
Mhm.
as me in cheese
Okay.
age. Not a good joke, I guess. Okay. And
Okay.
Oh,
and then
Svenja.
pastries and sweets and cakes and yeah.
Oh, you closed the cheese.
I have closed the cheese, and now is a good time to close the show. See, that's a segue. I'm so smart.
Oh wow! Oh wow!